I don't know if this will hold up on my steering wheel like this, but we'll try it. If it falls, I'm sorry. Trying to hang on to it. This is a really, hey, there's a hawk. That's another way, like when I'm traveling like this, like driving on the country like this, that's how my twin shows me that he's looking at, protecting me, watching over me. That's how he does that. But in town, there's the cardinals walking or whatever. This is a heavy thing to talk about because it's a heavy ass trigger. Oh, there's another one. Another hawk. But because, okay. In polyamory, for me, it's, I can be in a polycule thing, or a triad, or a throuple. Usually as long as, like, there's no other, like, if it's just men for me, or, like, masculine. Because, for me, with my parents, when it came to the opposite sex of what they were, they always chose the other one. They always chose them over me. Like, and I was reminded of that because I got triggered because, like, I called my mom yesterday and she was hanging with her boyfriend, and she had to go because, like, she was spending time with him. And I'm just like, every time, it's always, I almost dropped the phone, sorry. And then, like, she's talking about, like, somebody we knew and where we used to live when I was, like, 9, just before I went to live with my dad. It's, like, 10 miles south of where my hometown. Excuse me. And this person that, it's crazy how they still live there, but actually they're trying to rent out the house. And my mom wants to rent it, but she needs my brother, I guess. And I was like, well, do you want me to move there with you? I can probably, you know, like, it's not like I can't come back and visit my son, you know, like, and I like the area, I know the area. I mean, I don't know. She's like, no, I went to your brother, basically. But I don't, I try, like, my triggers can be kind of tricky lately. I'd be like, nah, it didn't trigger me, I'm fine. But then, like, I'll either dream about it, or, like, little me, you know, the me that's protective of me is just like, bro, yeah, it did. It bothered you. Like, come on. Don't sweep it under the rug just to keep the peace. Come on now. And I have a tendency to do that a lot of the time. So I'll probably have to say something. It's like, why are relationships so hard? But really, it's like, also like, why can't they just be more considerate? But it's also like, they might not be aware that they're doing the thing. They're just operating from what they're used to operating, and they're not trying. It's probably totally not even a malicious thing. But it feels that way because, like, I don't know, like, it just always was like that. And so, it's probably because my brother, one, he makes more money. Another, he probably won't be there very often because, you know, he's always out doing something, like, always out doing some type of work because he does a sprinkler business. But anyways, he's always out running around doing something, busy. He's a busy man. He's busy. So that's probably part of the reason, is because then she'd be there alone, but yet he would have his help financially, you know? So, like, I don't know. But it still feels like, oh, hey, cool, I'm sorry that I'm disabled and I can't fucking help any fucking buddy. I'm just a goddamn burden. So, like, there's just a lot of stuff coming out. And also, I'm kind of processing it all at this moment, so. And then with my dad, he always chose a woman over me. So, like, probably not as much, well, in a different way. It always felt like he always took his ex-wife's side, my ex-stepmother. But then in 2014, he'd be like, he told me when I think she left him 2 years before that or something. I can't quite remember when that happened. But he was like, well, why do you think, well, the reason why we fought a lot, he and her fought a lot, is because he was sticking up for me. Oh, well, I didn't know that. I'm a child. You should have told me you were sticking up for me and let me know that I'm not alone. I felt fucking alone. But you know, my dad came from a mother that abused him all the fucking time, and his dad didn't stick up for him either. So, you know, I have understanding, right? You can understand why somebody does something, but it doesn't mean you have to be okay with it. You can understand it. You can be like, I understand this, but it still fucking hurts, bro. Still hurts. So, like, yeah. So I was trying to figure out why, kind of recently, like, why can't I trust, why wouldn't I be able to trust if I had a man, or like with my twin, or like with my best friend? Why wouldn't I be able to trust having another woman or feminine, like, you know, whatever, you know? That's why. Because I was always made a fucking option. And so, like, in my parenting, I did my best not to do that. Of course, we all make mistakes. I made mistakes trying to heal, and before I even realized what the hell I need to heal or whatever. So I do my best now. I try, like, even more so. Like, I have more awareness. And for a little bit, because of that trigger, I considered cutting my mom off again, but I'm like, no, don't do that. Just talk to her about it. And that's not going to be very easy, because I'm not sure. I'm going to be as direct as fucking possible and be like, this is how it made me feel. I know you probably weren't even intentionally doing it. And she may even see this video before I even talk to her, but I just needed to talk about it. I don't know. So it's like, also, I'm going on the way to pick up my best friend from his baby mama's, but I'm not going directly to the house, because I do not forgive that bitch. I will never forgive her for the bullshit she pulled. I do understand why he's dealing with her, because, you know, they have a son together. I get it. Like, no, I really do. But I could never, ever face her again. Like, that shit was fucking terrible. Constant stalking, like online stalking, even in person, stuff like that. Just reporting my accounts, everything. Even trying to fucking take some of my screenshot and print out some of my fucking posts. Hey, this happened. There's another fucking, like, one of my twins karmic people did that too. His fucking cousin's wife printed out some of my shit. I'm like, y'all need to. This is why I like to be alone, because people come in and do that shit for no damn reason other than they're fucking intimidated by you. The time is 4:44 and my battery is 55%, so that's funny. 8:44 on the timer on this. So yeah, this shit. I used to be not so quick to cut people off. I used to just let them do whatever, no boundaries. Then when I started learning how to, you know, advocate for myself, I would cut them off too fast. And now I'm learning how to balance it. Like, okay, well, is it malicious? Is it something you could possibly talk through or figure out, you know, like work through? If it is, then try that first. If it doesn't work, then I don't know. Like, it's a learning process, as you know. But just thought I'd come on here and share that. And now maybe I'll feel better, because it was fucking fucking up my mood, and even slightly, but enough to be okay. I'm having a bad day because of this. I don't want to have a bad day. Okay, this is me letting it out, and maybe it'll help somebody else too. All right then.